Good evening, everybody, and welcome into the Buckeye Racing Network. I'm Tyler Bentley. Alongside me in the booth tonight is Tim Henderson. Tim, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing wonderful. How about yourself, buddy?
I'm doing absolutely fantastic. Sorry we're getting live here a little late. I had something going on here at the house, but we are live now, and qualifying just got wrapped up. We just missed the tail end of it. Gabe Griffin set the fastest lap at a 15:28. Tyler Bickford there in second at a 15:40. Ryan Howard at a 15:50. We're rolling already into our first heat race of the night. Let's check out the starting lineup here. On the front row is going to be Gabe Griffin and Ryan Howard. Row number 2 is going to be Tyler Radeball and Braden Blair. Row 3 is going to be Joseph Groom. All right, cars rolling out of the pit area and onto the front straightaway. Tim, what do you think before we get heat racing action kicked off here at Lernerville? Anything to watch for these drivers here tonight?
Well, I can tell you, certainly, you're going to want to watch out for that outside line. Every line works here, but that outside line is scary. Very scary. I won't run up near it.
Right, we've seen that in the past, for sure, with drivers getting up on that high groove and going up over the banking down the back straightaway, so it is treacherous up there out of turn 2. All right. Fields in control of that number 5 machine of Gabe Griffin as he works down the back straightaway and into turn 3. He hits the gas. We are underway in the first heat race of the night. 8 laps the distance. They thunder off into turn number 1. Looks like Ryan Howard with the momentum on the outside groove is going to take over second. Joseph Groom is going to slide on through into third as Radeball and Braden Blair all but collided coming out of turn 2. So Groom used that to his advantage, and he moves into the third spot for now. Braden Blair passed Radeball on the outside. He's now fourth. Radeball trailing behind there in fifth. But back up front, Gabe Griffin out to that early advantage.
Oh, Groom up and over. He spins out, I think, at the end of that.
Yeah, he's still sitting up at the top of the back straightaway there. He's off of the racing surface, so we'll see if a yellow flag is displayed or not. But Gabe Griffin continues to lead that charge and extend his lead here in heat race number 1. Ryan Howard comfortably in second. Braden Blair now third, with Radeball following closely behind there in fourth. Looks like Groom was able to rejoin, but a lap off the pace now. Everything's kind of spread out, Tim. Drivers are just biding their time to get through this heat race and into tonight's feature action.
Yeah, they got a couple changes that they can make here. Let's see who's going to take some major swings and hit our home run here.
Yeah, absolutely. Gabe Griffin works his way through turns 3 and 4 for the final time here. He's going to win heat number 1. Ryan Howard is going to finish second. Braden Blair just holds off Tyler Radeball for third. Radeball fourth, and Joseph Groom works his way out of turn number 4 to come across the line in fifth. And that's going to wrap up heat race number 1. Went by in a flash. Here as those drivers head back into the pit area. We'll take a look at the starting lineup of heat race number 2. just going to be 4 drivers here, 2 rows, Tyler Bickford, Matt Smith, row 1. Row 2 will be Anthony Ramsey and Junior McDuff. Oh, looks like Tyler Bickford in some new colors, or at least a new scheme this week in that 07. Got a yellow spoiler and a mixture of black, and I believe that is purple, isn't it, on there? So, with some yellow accents. Tim, what do you say you get us going to kick off this second heat race here?
I would love to. All right, we're gonna follow this pace truck. It's gonna be like a 30-second wait till we go green. It's gonna be a long 30-second wait. Bickford heads into 3 now, and he fires away. Matt Smith being challenged for second. That would be Anthony Ramsey way down low. Washes up. Ramsey in third. Matt Smith in second. Matt Smith slides in right back down to the bottom. Junior McDuff running the middle lane as Matt Smith is, or was, all over Tyler Bickford, now under attack by Anthony Ramsey, who's trying to find and carry momentum all the way around the outside.
Yeah, Ramsey's starting to get some momentum going up on that outside as he works around the 58 machine of Junior McDuff. Going to try to set his sights forward to that 31 of Matt Smith. Smith trying to close back into the rear bumper of Tyler Bickford. Bickford's kind of using that low line and letting the car slide up on exit. But it looks like Matt Smith in his line is a little better as that gap closes in ever so slightly here. Ramsey about a second back of our 2 leaders. And look, Junior McDuff must have had a bit of a hiccup as he almost spins the car out of turn 2. Was able to hold on to it, though. He finds himself 3.3 seconds back of leader Tyler Bickford. I'll tell you what, Tim, Matt Smith kind of using that higher line on a corner when Bickford's running down low allows him to close right up to Bickford. As I say, that white flag already in the air. Just one more set of corners for Bickford. What's he going to do here in 3 and 4? Use the middle line and hold off Matt Smith to win Heat 2. Anthony Ramsey is going to come home there in third. Junior McDuff crosses the line and rounds out our heat racing action here tonight. 2 quick heats. 5 minutes go on the clock. These drivers going to head out, make those final adjustments you've been talking about just a second ago, Tim.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see who has made the right changes.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, drivers can change a multitude of different things in these cars. So from interviews and what we've heard in the past, the gearing plays a big role on in these cars.
What lane you're gonna run.
Yeah, because, you know, whether you want a higher or lower gear depends on where you want to run on the racetrack. So trying to get that gear set up just right to where you want to run is very ideal. Of course, there's a whole host of other adjustments they can make, but it seems like it always boils down to that gearing. And we know Bickford and Radaba like to run the bottom part of the racetrack. So they've been searching down there to see what is and what isn't working. Excuse me. Ryan Howard also working through the bottom side of 1 and 2. Gabe Griffin also trying his hand way down low. You see the quickest lap times for each driver on the left-hand side of the screen. Gabe Griffin currently at the top of the board with a 15.43. Junior McDuff second at a 15.50. Anthony Ramsey third at a 15.54. It looks like Gabe Griffin and Tyler Radaball are back in the pit area, fine-tuning those adjustments. Well, we are going to step away for a quick moment here as there's about 2 minutes left of this warm-up session. We're going to get a word from our partners over at Premier Racing Setups. All right, everybody, welcome back in here. Warm-up session coming to a close. These drivers are ready to go for our 30-lap feature event. Here, final adjustments all made. We'll get to see who brings home the checkered flag here tonight. We'll take a look at the starting lineup now for our feature race. On the front row is going to be Gabe Griffin and Tyler Bickford. Row number 2, Ryan Howard and Matt Smith. Row 3 will be Braden Blair and Anthony Ramsey. Row 4, Tyler Radaball and Junior McDuff. Row 5 is going to be Just Joseph Groom, so 9 cars. Here for 30 laps. Tim, we ask this question each and every week. Who's going to be the driver to watch here tonight for you?
Well, just had to be the one to beat me here, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm gonna keep my eye on that 31 machine of Matt Smith.
The 31 of Matt Smith. All right. I like the pick. If you're tuning in here with us, let us know who you're cheering for, who your driver to watch is here tonight. I'm going to be keeping my eye on the 07 machine of Tyler Bickford. He starts on the outside of the front row. He doesn't have far to go, but we'll see if he's able to find a way around the number 5 of Gabe Griffin, who's been strong so far up to this point tonight. Who knows? Anthony Ramsey was working the outside line in his heat race. Maybe in that warm-up session he found something extra to move his way forward. A couple of short weeks ago, Tyler Radabaugh found himself taking home a checkered flag using the inside line. So he's starting back on the inside of row number 4. Gabe Griffin and Tyler Bickford on the front row. Pace truck is already off. Green flag is in the air. 30 laps of distance. Here we go at Lernerville. Griffin, Bickford separate themselves from everybody down the back straightaway. Battling for third, Matt Smith, Ryan Howard side by side. Matt Smith using the higher line. That's going to work to his advantage. Ryan Howard will settle into fourth. Then we got 3 wide for a second as it settles out to single file now. Anthony Ramsey in 5th, Braden Blair 6th, Junior McDuff in 7th as Tyler Radabaugh has a peek to his inside and settles back in for now, but has a great run entering one. But McDuff going to have the momentum on the outside and fend him off for now. Back up front, Gabe Griffin still leading the way. Tyler Radabaugh, Joseph Groom with an issue, but the yellow flag did not wave. We're going to remain under green, and they are a long ways back, almost 13 seconds. Joseph Groom hops over the banking, and he was able to gather it back in and continue going with the leaders right behind him. So Gabe Griffin going to have to fight through the lap car of Joseph Groom. Groom's going to stay high. Leaders are going to go low. Griffin was able to clear the 11 machine. Now Tyler Bickford's going to have to find his way around. Groom gets loose out of turn 4. Bickford now clear through. Matt Smith as well. So the top 3 are clear of the lap machine of Joseph Groom. Radabaugh not too far in front of Gabe Griffin, so that be mindful of that as they'll have to work their way around him as well. Anthony Ramsey slowly closing in on Ryan Howard, a challenge for that 4th spot. Ramsey's running a little bit higher than Howard is. Then it's back to another battle brewing between Braden Blair and Junior McDuff.
Here comes Bickford closing in on Gabe Griffin.
Yeah, he's been right there, it seems like. Those between Gabe Griffin and Tyler Bickford, those cars have been so evenly matched that gap, Bickford may reel him in a little bit and Griffin pulls away just a little bit, but it's been pretty steady around that 0.3 of a second mark as those two were able to work by the lap machine of Tyler Radabaugh with no issues. Matt Smith kind of in his own bubble there in third. Then it's Ryan Howard and Anthony Ramsey to round out the top 5. Braden Blair has separated himself from Junior McDuff as McDuff tries to work around the 11 machine of Joseph Groom.
Bickford went to the bottom in 1 and 2 last lap. He lost a ton of ground. It's going to be hard for him to gain this back up.
Yeah, absolutely, as we're already at the halfway point here tonight. 15 down, 15 laps to go. Yeah, here Bickford trying to charge on the inside again. It works out on entry, but then Griffin with the momentum pulls right back away on corner exit. Ryan Howard getting some pressure now from behind with Anthony Ramsey, as he's closed into a couple of tenths of Ryan Howard. Braden Blair 7.2 seconds off of the leader, and Junior McDuff 10 seconds off the leader with some damage on the left front of his machine. Back up front though, Gabe Griffin has about a second advantage now over Tyler Bickford, as it looks like Bickford is searching around trying to find anything that works. But as he's doing that, Gabe Griffin's just been able to pull away a little more each lap. As that advantage sits 1.25 seconds here, as now we are underneath 10 laps to go. Closest battle on the racetrack, though, is for 4th position. Ryan Howard, Anthony Ramsey, nose to tail. Ramsey's able to run a little bit of a higher line on Howard, as he's going to enter in real low and try a slide job on Howard. Was unable to complete it that time, so Ramsey loses some momentum. 2 car lengths back. He's going to have to settle back in and try to make a final charge at it here, as we are already down to just 6 laps to go. Joseph Groom right in front of leader Gabe Griffin once again. Griffin's going to be looking to find a way around as quickly as possible. As Groom is running the same line as Griffin has been running. Let's see what Griffin chooses to do down here in 1. Griffin goes low. Groom goes high. Griffin's going to try to slide up in front of him. Unable to complete the pass that time. He loses some momentum out of 2. Bickford closes about 1/10 second or so. Bickford closed another 2/10 that time. Whoa, and Groom goes up over the banking once again. Bickford was able to close a couple of tenths as Griffin was trying to work around the lap machine. 2 laps to go for Gabe Griffin. Under that now. And that gap has stabilized at 1.4 seconds. White flag in the air. What a showing from Gabe Griffin here tonight. In dominating fashion. Led all of his heat race, and he's going to lead all of the feature here tonight and bring home the checkered flag. Tyler Bickford's going to be second. Matt Smith rounds out our podium. We'll get to talk to those 3 drivers here in a few moments. Anthony Ramsey was able to pass Ryan Howard for 4th. Ryan Howard will be 5th. 6th is going to go to Braden Blair. 7th to Junior McDuff. 8th to Tyler Radeball, a lap down, and Joseph Groom will be credited with 9th here tonight. Our top three sitting on the front straightaway. We're going to start things off, getting a word in with our third place finisher, Matt Smith. Hey, Matt, it's Tyler and Tim up in the booth. Do you have a copy?
Sure do.
All right, man, you bring that machine home into third place. A strong showing for you. I know you were the points leader coming into tonight, so just need those good solid finishes, and you got another one here tonight.
Yeah, I get to talk to you guys twice in 1 week. That's a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. I know it seemed like once things kind of spaced out, the momentum and the speed of everybody's cars seemed to be about the same, and it was just kind of hard to get any runs going. What did you notice on your end?
I noticed the leaders started going second place, got it out in front of me, and I think I made the wrong gear choice, and I just stuck to my line like I wasn't going to go nowhere.
All right, so there yet again, we talk about some gearing here tonight. We talked about it before the feature got started, so it seems like gearing did play a big factor here tonight. Tim, do you have anything to ask Matt?
Yeah, if you were to make any gear changes, what would it have been, and where would you run with that gear change?
I think I would have went back up in gear for like the gear that I had during the heat race. I think that would have done it.
Back up in gear. Okay, well, that's good to know. Maybe you'll use that information and carry it into next week here. Matt, before we let you go, anybody you need to thank?
Just thank you guys for broadcasting for us and STR for putting it on and all the guys that come out every night and race with us.
All right, Matt. Well, we certainly appreciate you talking to us. We'll let you celebrate your third place.
Thank you guys.
All right, that was Mr. Matt Smith. Talk to our second place finisher now. Hey, Tyler, it's Tyler and Tim up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. You finished right where you started in second place. Good solid run, a good points night for you here tonight. Looks like you were close there for a little while to the 5 machine of Gabe Griffin. And looks like you were kind of searching around the racetrack for maybe a different line to try to get up there and challenge him. But it didn't work out. Anything you noticed you needed a little more of out of the car tonight?
Probably more gear. I think I chose the wrong gear for the main, and I think it hurt me in the long run. But oh no, Gabe was fast all night, so it would have been tough either way.
Yeah, absolutely. He had that thing set up right tonight. Tim, do you have anything to ask Tyler?
Yeah, we know how difficult it is to run around this place, but what were you having the most trouble with here tonight outside of the gearing?
Just finding a fast, consistent line because in the heat race, it was bottom, bottom, middle, bottom, and then towards the end of the main, it was towards the top and all the way up top, and it took me a little while to find it.
All right, Tyler. Well, before we let you go tonight, anybody you need to thank?
You guys for broadcasting, STR for putting it on, Bowman Designs, and JMS.
All righty, Tyler. Well, we certainly appreciate you talking to us here tonight. We'll let you celebrate your second place finish.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You as well. We'll move on here and talk to our race winner, Mr. Gabe Griffin. Hey, Gabe, it's Tyler and Tim up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah.
All right, man. Dominating performance here tonight at Lernerville. Led and won your heat race. We got into the feature. You led the whole way there and finished out front. Man, you had that car set up and was able to pull away there in the closing laps of that feature. What worked best for you here tonight?
just running the right line. Um, once the bottom started to wear out, just had to. After that, I just tried to find a good line, try to watch what the times were, and whatever was fastest, that's what I ran all night, just about.
Yeah, absolutely. You sure did. Gabe, or excuse me, Tim, do you have anything to ask Gabe?
Yeah, Gabe. There's a lot of talk about gears around this track. What was uh, what was your mindset coming in about that?
Um, I don't know. I ran a higher gear. I pretty much than I think everybody else did. Um, I just wanted to get a better exit probably than everybody else. I think that's what really helped me the most was an exit. But yeah, I think I figured that out after the heat race, and after that, I just kept it the same and rolled with it.
Yeah, you sure did. And won in dominating fashion. Gabe, before we let you go, anybody you need to thank?
I want to thank All in Graphics, CFM, CFS, um, Nutritionalist, the Speed Shops, Best Iron Shocks, Longhorn Chassis, y'all for broadcasting, and my dad for letting me do this. And yeah, that's it.
All right, Gabe. Well, again, big congratulations on the victory here tonight, and we'll let you celebrate it.
Thank you.
All right, that's going to conclude our interviews here tonight. As the racing action is going to come to a close for this round of STRR's limited late model division, closing thoughts from you, Tim.
What a just a fantastic show tonight. I want to thank the drivers and STR for allowing us to put the show on.
Absolutely. I'll just echo exactly what you just said. It's always a joy to bring you guys these broadcasts here. And, again, shout out to STRR and the drivers that make all of this happen for us here on the Buckeye Racing Network. Upcoming for us, we'll be live next Tuesday and Thursday night with the next rounds up for the short track rivals racing divisions with the 305 sprints and limited late model divisions. Both of those races will be live at 9 p.m. Eastern next week. So come on out, be a part of those with us. But that's going to do it for us here tonight at the Lernerville Speedway. For Tim Henderson, I'm Tyler Bentley. Good night, everybody.